One day while exploring the ash heap, we pick up a radio broadcast from the Blood Eagles.
Listen up. All Blood Eagles out there are invited to a show. We captured Beckett. If you want to see blood and roast a pig, then come on down to Poseidon. Bring your friends. If they ain't Blood Eagles, they'll get shredded too.
Whoops. The voice said to come on down to Poseidon, but the subtitle said to come on down to Rollins. And Rollins is the accurate one. Here in the ash heap we do find a Rollins work camp, which we've explored in previous live streams. Sounds like the Blood Eagles have captured a settler and are about to torture him. Well, we've got to do something about this. Heading to the Rollins work camp, we see that it has indeed changed. It is now a Blood Eagles raider den. Heading inside, we can clear it.
I promise I won't hurt you.
One less mouth to feed.
With that, we clear the camp. Holy cow, that was a lot of Blood Eagles. Now we can explore the Rollins work camp to see how it's changed. We see that the Blood Eagles have taken over everything. They've spray painted their crimson wings and black ribcage motif all over the place. In one of the trailers, we find an already unlocked box safe. One straggler who just woke up. They've erected a platform on top of some tires. Here they would drink beer, shoot pool, and play some music. They've turned a number of shipping containers into workshops. We find workbenches in some of these, and mattresses in others. Here we also find a power armor workbench. And when I came by, I found a partial suit of level 30 T-51B power armor. Well, at least I was able to snag the fusion core. We can take a series of connected staircases to reach some upper platforms. At the very top and at the end, we find a brand new holotape. Blood Eagles Ashtray.
Maz Tabor, what a fool. I'm pretty sure he sent me and my crew here to whittle us down. Scorch took out half of my squad. I'm screwed. I better ramp up on some new recruits before I head back to La Hacienda. That son of a bitch sent us into an ambush intentionally.
Huh. Sounds like this Maz Tabor is either the leader of the Blood Eagles or a high-ranking member. Ashtray here at least thought that Maz Tabor was trying to punish her and her crew by sending them out here to the Rollins work camp. I wonder what they did to earn his displeasure. We find more staircases that lead to the top of this pre-war earth-moving machine. At the very top, we can loot the Blood Eagle Slayer, who was wearing Raider power armor. Near to his body, we find a bobblehead. When done exploring, we can try to find and rescue this Beckett. And since he clearly isn't outside, he must be inside this large machine. Following the ramps leading to the doorway, we can enter Rollins prison. Inside, we find a security door. There's one seat for a guard who was smoking cigarettes. That's about it. The door is locked and requires a key. We can't pick this. Well, where do we get the key? We don't find it on the ground or on any of these containers. Maybe the prisoner Beckett can tell us.
I can't keep doing this shit. Hey! Hey, you! You need to let me out of here. Look, I need to get out of here. Okay, these Blood Eagles are gonna kill me, but only after they mess me up. You get me? No, it's not gonna be pleasant.
What do you mean, after they mess you up?
Are you serious? I'm talking about torture, okay? Removing things that are supposed to be attached. Pain! Am I getting through?
We can pass a perception check of 8 to say, there's probably a good reason that you're in there.
Yes and no. Look, as far as the Blood Eagles are concerned, yes. But as far as you and I are concerned, no. How about we do story time later? Just get me out of here.
What's in it for me?
The warm, fuzzy feeling that you saved the life of a reformed man? No? How about information? I know things that are valuable.
I'll help you after you tell me why you're in there.
Oh, for the love of... Okay, quick version. Okay. I used to be part of this gang. I left, they nabbed me, and now they want to make a lesson out of me. How's that?
You able to fight?
Were you kidding me? I'm so fired up. I'm ready to kill. Just get this cell unlocked.
You must have really pissed them off.
Oh, you think? Look, you get me out of here first, and then we'll trade campfire stories. All right, now's not the time.
Fair enough. Let's get you out of that cell.
Now you're talking. Okay, the key should be around here somewhere. All right, probably in the room where the guy running this place sleeps. Be careful. Please.
Oh, great. And we already cleared the outside. Guess we've got to look again. Heading back outside, if we climb back up to the very top and explore in the shack where we found Ashtray's holotape, we see that end of dungeon steamer trunk we opened while listening to the holotape. And inside, we find Beckett's jail cell key. The key only spawns after we talk to Beckett. But after looting it, someone triggers an alarm. More blood eagles swarm out of the nooks and crannies of the place and attack.
Help me out for wasting your damn life!
When the place is yet again clear, we can head back inside the Rollins prison. Once inside, we can open the door. We see that the raiders were kind enough to give Beckett a Mr. Fuzzy themed sleeping bag. Oh, that's nice. And it looks like they were feeding him. We see a couple of cafeteria trays and a few pots. When ready, we can embrace his thanks.
Thanks. We're not in the clear yet, are we? All right, listen. I need to ask you for one other thing before we get out of this place. The gang took a bunch of my stuff. Things that I need in order to track down their leaders. Can you help me get them back?
What are you gonna do?
I'll make a lot of noise and try to draw them off while you do your thing.
We can pass an intelligence check of 4 to say, you sure it's your stuff? Or are you tricking me into stealing something?
No, it's mine, okay? I've already spent too much time gathering information on these idiots. I can't afford to start over. Believe me, if I wanted you to steal something for me, I'd be straight with you about it.
What am I looking for?
It's my bag full of radio signals, contacts, maps, general notes that I took so I could destroy these shits once and for all. Also has some of my personal belongings in it. A sketch I made for a bar I wanted to open someday. When things settle down. Goals, you know?
No problem. I'll get your stuff.
Good. All right, I'll run interference while you get the heck out of here. Just distract those morons. You know the drill. Where should we meet up after all this? Do you have some sort of place where you're squatting?
How do I know I can trust you?
You probably shouldn't. Look, I've done some bad things, and I've hurt people. Look, all I'm asking for is a fresh start.
You don't have a place to go?
Nope. Look, after they grabbed me, the gang burned my digs to the ground. I got nothing.
We could try to extort this guy, get some money out of him, but I didn't want to choose that option on my good character, so instead we can say, meet me at my camp.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Okay, but I need you to build something that I can recognize from a distance. If I see it at your place, I'll know I'm welcome. In my bag, I've got a sketch of something that should do the trick. You'll know it when you see it. I overheard they took my stuff to the Sludge Works. Now, it's not too far from here, I think. Okay. Wish me luck.
With that, he just sort of stands there.
Can you help me or what?
Looks like we've got to leave first. Heading outside, we can follow his directions to track down Beckett's belongings, and we find them at yet another nearby Blood Eagles camp. This one is called the Sludge Works. We find the raiders in revelry, playing music and drinking booze. We can take advantage of their lack of caution.
Sneak these guys over.
Once clear, we find Beckett's belongings, a backpack, next to a note, lying on a table near to a trailer. The note reads, "You're the dumbass. Bill, your sign is clever and everything, but you left the floor out. You can make everything else, but you can't make a floor? Propping it up on cinder blocks was smart, but how can we exact punishment if our prisoners can just slide underneath and run away? Add a floor, Britt." He's talking about a cell we find on the northwestern side of the camp. The jail cell is on an upper platform, and it has a big sign at the top that says, "Dumbass Storage." Missing the B in dumbass and completely misspelling storage. This cell is resting on the roof of a shack below it, and as the note said, it's resting upon cinder blocks. We see a gap between the roof and the cell that, sure enough, looks like a human could fit right through. Also, doesn't have a door, so yeah, not a very good cell design. Incidentally, directly beneath this, we find a tinkerer's workbench next to a whole bunch of lead. Looting and scrapping all of this, I walked away with 51 pieces of lead. A great stop for ammo crafting. On an upper platform on the eastern side, we find a bobblehead on a small table. We learn why this place is called the Sludge Works after finding the sludge bar in the middle of the camp. The bar has stools outside and a string of lights decorated with dismembered, scorched heads. On the side of the bar, we find a note, "Sludge bar menu. Sludge bar menu, all sludge by the quart. Sticky sludge, $15? Maybe they mean caps. Melty sludge, 17 caps. Gooey sludge, 12 caps. Sweet sludge, 19 caps. Chunky sludge, 14 caps. Hard sludge, 5 caps. Surprise sludge, 21 caps. Extra chunky sludge, 13 caps. And scoop your own sludge, 13 caps. So the Sludge Works is a sludge harvesting operation. The Sludge Works is built on top of a murky pool. We find water purifiers and pumps sticking out of the pool with pipes snaking throughout the facility. There are large white boxes and dozens of barrels stacked all over the place. This, in combination with the bathtubs and troughs inside the sludge bar, gives us the impression that the Blood Eagle Raiders were harvesting what is presumably a unique layer of sludge that grows only on the water here inside the ash heap, distilling it, bottling it, and selling it to other raiders as either some sort of alcoholic beverage or perhaps it was a chem stimulant. We also find 2 mini nukes here. One inside the sludge bar, on top of a barrel next to a yellow one, and another on top of a refrigerator by a weapons workbench on the top floor of a southern platform. And on one platform, we find a power armor frame. One time I came by, the frame was empty. Another time it had Raider power armor on it. And in a box overlooking a lake, we find 2 fusion cores. Hey, looks like I'll be coming back here fairly often. Now that we've finished exploring the Sludge Works, we need to find Beckett, and he said we could meet him at our camp. He told us that we would find some schematics for a new settlement build item inside his backpack. We need to build this to summon him. We would know it when we saw it, he said. And in our build menu, under the new Allies section, we find a brand new construction object, Beckett's Bar. Placing it down completes the quest, Ally, Narrow Escape. We begin a new quest, Ally, An Eagle Flies Free, and after a while, Beckett arrives to man his own bar.
Don't mind me. Just taking it all in.
Wow! Oh, the bar looks great! I mean, even better than I'd imagined.
And thanks for giving me a place to crash, huh? Why'd you break me out of Rollins anyway? I mean, you don't know me. I could be a bloodthirsty maniac, an axe-wielding ex-con, or a door-to-door salesman.
I just wanted to clean up Appalachia and help where I can.
Ah, a do-gooder, huh? Well, I can work with that.
I've met some of your kind before. Listen, I don't get it, but whatever turns you on, I guess.
Honestly, I was bored.
Oh, yeah? Well, then I'll consider myself lucky that busting me out of there was entertaining enough for you to stick around.
Simple. Raiders make my skin crawl.
Oh, well, I hope that doesn't include X-Raiders, because I've left that life behind.
Or we can pass a charisma check of 8 to say, no one is so rich as to throw away a potential friend.
Ah, poetic. Charming. You know, one of the first people I ever robbed was a wandering poet. Yeah, she came to our camp when I was a kid. She recited some poems from the old days, some commercial jingles, she called them. I thought they were nice. And when she fell asleep, I went through her satchel and stole all her mentats from my brother. And, that was that. Look, I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Now, these Blood Eagles are bad news, and they need to go down. Hard. Now, you already stuck it to them once at the labor camp, so I know you've got what it takes. You feel like helping me wipe out the rest of these chumps?
They're bad news for who?
For everyone in Appalachia. I mean, they're out of control. They take what they want and kill anyone that gets in their way. When their numbers start to drop, they kidnap innocent settlers, force them to join the gang by shoving chems down their throat. The things I've seen them do would make you sick. That's why I bailed out. It was too much. Even for me.
You're gonna owe me big for this, Beckett.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Add it to my tab. Hell, at this rate, I'm gonna be in debt with half of Appalachia anyway.
Let's wipe them out.
Now that's what I'm talking about. If we want to take the Blood Eagles down, killing the sheep isn't gonna do the trick. We need to go after the shepherds. But before we head down that road, we'll need help. Which means I need to right a few wrongs.
We can pass a perception check of 8 to say, these wrongs, I'm getting the feeling they're pretty dark if you're willing to risk your life to fix them.
Oh, we got a mind reader here. If you want to dig into what I've done, fine. I've killed people, okay? Killed them for as little as looking at me the wrong way. Thanks for reviving that painful memory.
We can pass an intelligence check of 4 to say, there's no way we can kill every last one of the Blood Eagles.
Oh, of course not. But taking down the top dogs would reduce them to a bunch of unorganized stragglers. And that's why we concentrate on targeting their leadership.
What's this help you're talking about?
Well, since I'm not exactly responder material, that doesn't leave me many options now, does it? Let's just say I tend to keep mixed company. Don't worry, though. I'm pretty sure my friends will help us out. Well, I think so, anyway.
What kind of wrongs are we talking about?
Oh, I don't know. Take your pick. I've stolen, I've looted. Pretty much pulled every dirty trick in the book.
Fine, let's do it.
Ah, good. I know exactly where we should start. Best bet would be my old pal Edwin. To, piss him off, I stole his stupid diary. So, if we want his help, we need to get it back for him. Can you handle that?
So, who's Edwin anyway?
Well, he's the leader of a different gang of raiders. Really tough guy. Sharpened his teeth to points. You know, classy. See, his diary has a lot of, precious, sad little secrets. Stuff you wouldn't want your gang to hear, if you catch my meaning. Well, to impress the Eagles, I sort of stole the diary and stashed it away. So, he's not exactly thrilled with me right now.
Why did you want me to build a bar for you?
Well, you see, I'm a people person. And I like to listen to people gab, especially the tipsy ones. I mean, there's more to it, but let's just leave it there for now.
This bar of yours, is it stocked?
Always. What do you need?
Well, I need something to drink.
I'll tell you what, I'll buy this round. The rest will be out of your pocket. This stuff doesn't come cheap, you know.
And sure enough, Beckett is a vendor. He's got around 1,200 caps to barter with, and he has a small selection of alcohol. All right, Beckett, I'll be back soon. Bye.
Thanks. I'll put the word out for a mutual contact while you're out. See if I can arrange for a meeting. And also, before you head out, thanks for letting me stay here with no strings attached. Yet, anyway, huh? I'll pull my weight around here. I will.
With that, we complete Beckett's quest, Narrow Escape, and begin the quest, Dirty Little Secrets. So we need to find Edwin's diary. And the quest marker points us towards the Freak Show. I believe this quest can send us to any number of locations to find the diary in a random container at those locations. It just so happened that it sent me to the Freak Show. The Freak Show hasn't changed a whole lot. We find Edwin's diary in a footlocker by one of the crates. With the diary in hand, we can head back to Beckett.
So, did you find it?
That was a terrible place to hide it.
Yeah, I'm sorry I stashed it there. I just, I was a terrible chem head back then. I lived in the moment. I made bad decisions. Speaking of which, I have more crap from my past to fix. And as my new therapy human, I need your help.
Were you worried?
Well, a bit, sure. I don't know you. Heck, I don't even know if this is actually your place. I just assume it is, because who would lie about this? Anyway, I've got a plan, and it already involves you. But that's exciting to hear, right? So, get ready for it.
Piece of cake.
Truly? Well, that's good to hear, because I have more for you to do.
How is this gonna help take down the Blood Eagles? Come on.
Right, so, my plan. Get ready. Brace yourself. I've got a buddy named Sage who joined a stupid cult and got himself swept up into their nonsense. I need you to find him. Get him out of there. And in the meantime, I'll try and get this diary back to Edwin. Maybe that'll convince him to back us up. Sound good?
What kind of a cult are we talking about here?
Well, for a while, he was into a Tato cult. They just spoke to and then ate Tatos. I try not to judge, so... Moving on, then he was in a cult that believed we were all living in some kind of terminal program or robotic AI unit. I don't remember anymore. Then he did some Mothman thing. Might still be his jam. Or maybe he's into some other cryptid now. It doesn't matter, honestly.
Tell me more about Sage.
Sage. He's a violent murderer, a sloppy thief, and used chems until his brain rotted down to almost nothing. Now he sees the world differently than we do. Last time I saw him, I was trying to get out of the Blood Eagles, and he was joining a new cult.
We can pass an intelligence check of 8 to say, are you sure Sage wants to be rescued?
Kinda. I mean, look, I haven't met a cult that I thought was good for him yet. He stays with them for a month or so, and then I have to bail him out. All I know is the more he experiments, the more it's messing with his mind. But trust me, you'll see.
No big deal. Consider it done.
Seriously? Weird. I didn't even pay you anything. You're kind of creeping me out, honestly. Before you go, care for a drink or anything?
Where is Sage exactly?
Well, I don't know for sure. There's a cave that he talked about last time I saw him, so I thought you could try there. When I go talk to Edwin's gang, I'm gonna see if they know anything else. Now, I doubt they will, but I may as well ask while I'm there.
Got any family that should know that you're safe now?
All I have left is a brother. Name's Frankie. But that's something we can talk about some other time.
Have you always been a raider?
I might still be. I gotta check my membership cards. But seriously, yeah, it was fun. Rough, but fun. Picked up the wrong sort of attention and got pulled in the wrong direction. Bam, instant Blood Eagle. Worst Blamco product ever.
I'll be back soon. Good luck with Edwin.
Well, if you see me again, then everything went swimmingly.
With that, we begin a new quest called Exit Sage Left. Okay, so Sage has gotten himself in a heap of trouble. Looks like we gotta go rescue him. The quest marker points us to a brand new Mothman cultist location called Blake's Offering. As we get close, we find a bunch of hostile Mothman cultists patrolling the perimeter. We can take them out from a distance.
Will not yield!
In the middle of Blake's Offering is a vengeful Mothman, but when I arrived, he wasn't hostile. Pretty vengeful, but not very hostile. On a platform covered in sleeping bags, we find a suitcase and a note. Beckon the call. Bright-winged one sleep beneath the earth. The silent watching one sleeps beneath the sea. When rivers turn red and sun turns cold, when beast is sacrificed, when stars fall on the land and the air turns to poison, when judgment day arrives, the Great One awakens, and will demand all pay a price to beckon in the new world. Alright, so a thinly veiled allusion to the nuclear Armageddon of 2077. The bright-winged ones that slept beneath the Earth were intercontinental ballistic missiles, like the ones we saw during the events of Lonesome Road. The silent watching ones, sleeping beneath the seas, were the Chinese submarines, like the Yangtze outside of Boston. The stars falling on the land were the bombs and the missiles that fell to the Earth. The air turning to poison was the radioactive fallout that consumed America. And after all of this, the Mothman cultists say that the Great One awakens, and the Great One demands a price. Is the Great One the Mothman? Or could he be the one who commands the Mothmen? Could he be the interloper? Nearby we find a fusion core. My lucky day. I used the opportunity to get a snapshot of this vengeful Mothman who wasn't very aggressive. And at the southwestern corner of this camp, we find a man with his hands bound, kneeling on the floor. It's Sage.
Hey, I hear the ash heap is just lovely this time of year. Perhaps you can help me find my lost siblings. Rosemary, parsley, thyme. I miss them dearly.
Okay. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Cute. Well, without a thank you or another word, he turns around and runs away. God knows where he's going. Heading back, we can finish exploring. On one of the tables, we find a holotape. Chapter 8.
Chapter 8. Summoning Rite. On the night of a full moon, gather your fellows and sit around the effigy. Light the pyre, and have all recite the following incantation as one. O Bright One, we bid thee, follow this sacred flame with thy ever-watchful eyes. See clear as day this holy fire we burn in your honor like cattle to slaughter. We die for thee. Bid us welcome as we beckon thee with this divine lamp, that we may be blessed by the air underneath thy wings.
The summoning rite appears to work. We see the bonfires lit, and there before them stands the Mothman. It appears these cultists really can summon the Mothman. After looting the place of all of its goodies, we can head back to our camp to check in with Beckett.
He ran off, right? Yeah, he does that. But don't worry, he'll find us when he wants to. But in the meantime, words come back from Edwin. Turns out recovering his sad little diary isn't going to be enough, so I thought of another idea. Find the stolen key to his weapons cache. Now that, and killing the traitor that took it, might be enough to flip him in our direction.
We can pass a perception check of 8 to say, it seems like Edwin is using us to do his dirty work.
Yeah, I can't really disagree with you there, but see, we don't have much choice. There is no way we can take on the Blood Eagles alone.
Why was Edwin's key stolen?
Someone from Edwin's gang decided they wanted out. Now, honestly, Edwin can get pretty weird, so can't say I blame them. But anyway, this idiot thought stealing the key and then blaming it on a rival gang would cause all sorts of problems for Edwin. And, they were right.
Who stole the key?
Some nobody who thinks they have it all figured out. I don't even know their name. Hell, I don't even want to know. I just want that key.
Just tell me where to go and consider it done.
You do-gooders are something else. You know that, right? I'll be stuck here waiting for Edwin to make peace, so thanks for stepping up. Again.
Why would this traitor steal the key and not clear out the cache?
The weapons cache isn't really the point. This traitor is clearly trying to goad Edwin's gang and a rival gang into a confrontation. Big mistake.
How did you get all of this information if Edwin hasn't even shown up yet?
He wasn't interested in meeting with me just yet. He can't trust me. So, he sent someone from his gang, Ronnie. She accepted the journal on his behalf and said he'd meet me here at your place soon. When he feels like it. She said I should wait for him.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Sounds good. And if you happen to find the traitor who stole the key, offing them might be a good idea.
With that, we complete the quest. Ally exits Sage left. And we begin the quest, Ally out of key. We need to steal Edwin's weapon cache key for Beckett, but sadly, I'm all out of time. We'll pick up with Beckett's melodrama against the Blood Eagles right here where we leave off in my next episode. I publish many Fallout videos each and every week on my channel, so if you don't want to miss that episode, be sure to subscribe and to click that bell notification button. If you have already and you still feel like you're missing out on YouTube notifications, consider following me on Twitter at Oxhorn. I update Twitter manually with every new piece of content that I publish. I've got a shirt shop with completely unique designs that you can't find anywhere else. My designs come on shirts in a variety of men's, women's, and children's sizes, and in a wide array of colors. You can find them on other products as well, like smartphone cases, pillows, posters, mugs, stickers, prints, etc. So if interested, you can find a link to my shop in the description below, or you can click here. If you like what I do and you want to support me in a more personal way, consider becoming a patron on Patreon or a member here on YouTube. YouTube members and patrons on Patreon are becoming increasingly important as YouTube continues to make platform changes that make the future of YouTube monetization uncertain. So to all my members on YouTube and my patrons on Patreon, you have my sincerest thanks. I couldn't do this without you, but more than anything, I'm just so glad you're here watching this video with me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with the continuation of Beckett's story.